Welcome to my channel where I'm here to entertain and inform you on all things Marvel and DC. Now, let's review Superman and Lois, Season 1, Episode 7, entitled Man of Steel. Now, I'm going to be talking about both subplots for this episode and then the main storyline. Before I get into all of that, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell notification to get notified when videos like this, so much more drop. Now, we basically have Jordan's subplot for this episode, where Clark is taking Jordan to the Fortress of Solitude and actually trying to figure out what is going on with him. We basically find out that Jordan's superhearing is developing more and more so. He basically has to kind of find a way of controlling his powers and teaching Jordan. But Jordan has to teach himself and kind of control his powers himself. But yeah, Jordan's subplot of this episode was fine. You know, he was more put on the back burner of this episode. We basically have Jonathan's storyline for this episode. So he's basically in school, kind of covering and lying more or less for his family, you know, for his brother and everything they got going on. So it basically leads two brothers clash later on in this episode that Jordan is not fine to his brother. Basically, Jordan overheard his brother and the girl that he had a crush on, which is Sarah, talking more or less. And it basically leads into Jonathan getting mad at his brother because he's spying on him, superhearing, and he kind of messes with his brother more or less by punching the wall and making his superhearing kind of all out of whack. But yeah, the two brothers, their storyline, you know, it was fine. It was good in this episode. You know, not much to say more about their storylines of this episode. But yeah, now let's get into the main plot, the meat and potatoes of this episode, which is Lois, Clark, and Luthor. Now, this was more of a Luthor-based episode, more than a kind of Lois and Clark Superman-esque episode. But yeah, all the stuff with Luthor was great. You know, his stuff, the things with his family, and, you know, how he was Lois' husband, you know, on another Earth, and the stuff with his daughter, and the thing, and the stuff that, and, you know, them kind of spying on Luthor and basically kind of, you know, kind of wanted to find out, and Lois kind of wanted to get more information about Luthor. But yeah, so it basically all leads up to a kind of fight, more or less, of Luthor versus Clark. And we actually find out he is John Henry Irons from the comics, which is kind of, it kind of really excited me and actually really surprised me because I never really wanted to go that route. I thought that he was going to be Lex Luthor from this multiverse. I found out that Lex Luthor was supposed to fight Superman, but instead, fake Luthor, John Henry Irons, instead taking the suit and basically fighting Superman. And basically what led him to Earth Prime, you know, how that whole situation started. But yeah, the reveal was amazing. I didn't expect that. You know, Lois was great in this episode. Amazing. Clark, everybody was amazing in this episode. We also got some more of Morgan Edge and his plan, more or less, to kind of build his army and kind of finding more Kryptonite X. And this whole, and the Morgan Edge stuff was great as well. This episode was fantastic. You know, as I said, Luthor-based episode to basically find out what happened to him, the relationship between him and Lois, his daughter, him and his daughter building the suit, and him basically, his whole backstory. Now, we don't know what got him here. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Crisis. This episode was fantastic. Top notch. But yeah, I want to hear your guys' comments down below. Did you like this episode? Did you didn't like it? What did you think of the reveal of the fake Luthor actually being John Henry Irons from the comics? With that, give this video a like. With that being said, I see you guys in the next video.